Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Where you find yourself, thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. It is another blissful day. It is another beautiful Saturday. And we bless God for life. We bless God for who you are. We bless God for everything He's done for us. How are you all doing? It is a dose of encouragement incorporated. And I am grateful to have you all here. I'm grateful to see you all up and rolling. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Please share to be a blessing when you get on here. We will start in few. We will start in few. Share to be a blessing for us. We will start in few. How are you all doing? We will start in a minute. We will start in a minute. Please share to be a blessing for us. You are more than welcome. We appreciate you being here. We thank you so much for joining us always when we come on here. Today it's another day. Today it's a beautiful day, and we are live. We here, and we're going to continue the topic we were having last week. No, 2 weeks ago, about the D's, um, the D's of what do you call it? Personal growth. Today we're going to talk about the D's of success, right? As we work on ourselves, we're going to talk about the D's of success. The D's of success. What are the 4 D's of success? The 4 D's of success. What are they? The 4 D's of success, right? That is what we're going to speak about today. How does success look to you? What does it mean to be successful? What does it mean for somebody to tell you that, hey, you need to pay attention to this? This will bring you success. What does it mean, right? That is what we have to do. We want to talk about today. So call a friend to call a brother, call a friend to call a friend, tell them a dose of encouragement. Anchors up and running. Tell them we are live. Tell them that we need to have this conversation. So they should join us. We'll start in few. We'll start in about 2 minutes. So please share as we do same on our other platforms. Please share for us. Please share for us. Do share for us as we do same. But you are welcome, and we appreciate you all so, so much for joining us. We thank you so much. We appreciate your help, your support for a dose of encouragement. And we want to apologize. Last week we had an event here, and many people have expressed concern that they wanted us to be live too. Whilst we were having the program, we spent the day out in the community with um, the homeless. So people have expressed interest that they wish we had aired it online. And so we have taken that into account. And next time we would do our best to add that as we do that. But it was a successful event, and we thank God and we thank everybody that supported one way or the other to make this a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful event. All right. We thank you all so much. I want to use this medium to say a very big thank you to everyone that supported that event, right? It was a day out with the homeless, and it was joyful to see the happiness, the smile, right, on people's faces. the people that we support faces. It was joyful to see that. And we couldn't have done it without you guys. So thank you. But next time we would do well to have it aired while the event is going on so you all can partake of that. So, as I was saying earlier on, what does success look to you? What does success, when somebody tells you that, hey, you got to be successful in all you do, how do you see success, or what does success look like to you? Right? That is what we want to talk about, right? Anything that you do in order to get to your destination, anything that you can quantify, anything that you can look up to yourself and say, I am glad I was successful in this, is what we're going to talk about, right? So I have here, I said, success in personal growth is the ongoing process of self discovery and self improvement that leads to success in every aspect of your life, or in various aspects of your life, right? So anything that brings increase, anything that brings growth, anything that brings discovery, anything that pushes you to do to do more, anything that allows you to improve on yourself, right? So the personal growth is the ongoing process of self-discovery, ongoing process of self-improvement, ongoing process of the things that we go through daily, because we want to see our businesses grow, we want to see our personal lives grow, we want to see our children grow, we want to see anything that concerns us grow, right? That is what we talk about here, though. That is what we're talking about here, right? So a personal growth is a success in personal growth is an ongoing development. How are you developing yourself? How are you building on yourself? How are you maintaining that success, right? And so that brings us to the question of, what are the 4 Ds of success? When we talk about success, what drives it? What pushes it? What makes it complete? What are the ingredients that we need to have in order to be successful? What are the ingredients we need to look at in order to be successful? 2 weeks ago, we looked at the 4 Ds of personal, the 5 A's, I'm sorry, of personal growth, right? And we talked about the acceptance, appreciation, action, adherence, and awareness, right? So today we are also focusing, because I believe that growth is not just one format, it goes a long way. Good morning, Kicks, how are you? Right, it has so many parts to it. So in our personal development, in our growth, in our success, right, we go off these things. So in our growth, we need to the appearance, the action, the adherence, the awareness, and all that good stuff, right? So today we're talking about the 4 success, or the 4 Ds. Yes, it's been a minute. The 4 Ds of personal growth, the 4 Ds of success, right? The 4 Ds of success is what we're talking about here, right? What are the 4 Ds of success? What are the 4 Ds of success, right? That is what we're talking about right here. The 4 Ds of success. 1 second as I do this on it. The 4 Ds of success is what we're talking about. And with the 4 Ds, we are talking about the desire, the dedication, the determination, and then the discipline in the things that we have to do in order to succeed, in the things that we have to do in order to get to our destination, in the things that we have to do in order to make sure that whatever we're doing, we will succeed at the end of the day. That is what we're talking about here. The desire. Do you have a desire in what you're doing? What is driving that force? What is pushing you to go on even when you can't? Excuse me. Even when you don't feel like it. Do you have the desire? I said the hunger for success. The hunger. Are you hungry for what you want to get? Are you hungry to see yourself succeed? Are you hungry to put in as much effort that you need in order to be successful, in order to get to where you need to get to, in order to have or get to a place where you can stand and say, indeed, I was glad I did this. I was glad I put in the work. I was glad I took time to build on myself and to grow. What is driving that force? How hungry are you to be successful? How hungry are you to do well in the things that you want? How hungry are you that you want to succeed? You want to build that business to the point where you can sit back and enjoy yourself while that business is working for you. Right? That is what we're talking about here. So, how hungry are you? Oh, I'm just doing it. If it goes well, it goes well. Is that your mentality? No. You also see somebody else be like, oh, I'm so passionate about this that I need to do everything I can. I need to go all out in order to see me succeed. Which one are you? Right? Which one are you? Which of these two are you? I am hungry that I am willing to learn. I am hungry that I am willing to put in the work. I am hungry that I want this thing to succeed so bad that I have to do everything it takes. I have to put in the work. Is that what you're doing? Or is that you? Or you like, I've tried, I've done what I need to do. However, it turns out it's okay. How hungry are you to succeed? Right? How hungry are you to do well? How hungry or how strong is the feeling, is the desire to push through? How hungry are you to want to stand through every obstacle, want to stand through every setbacks that comes your way in order to see yourself succeed? Right? How much do you yearn for that dream to come to reality? How much do you yearn for that? I said the intensity to which you use or have towards that thing you are working on determines the result that you're going to get. The intensity you use, the intensity you put in these things that you do, the intensity you put in the work, the intensity, the desire, the drive you have towards that goal, the drive you have. What is the level of your drive? What is the level that you are willing to take? How well or how strong do you believe in that goal? Right? Oh, but Amanda, I have done all I can. And right now, I don't even have the desire anymore. What is making you not to have the desire to push through? Right? What is the level of intensity are you putting into that work? Are you putting into that dream? Are you putting into that business of yours? Or is it that, oh, we also trying? However, it turns out, we'll take it from there. Is that your mentality? Is that your mentality? Is that your mentality? right? Desire that thing to the extent that if you don't think about it, if you don't work around it, you get sick. Right? Be hungry for that success that if you don't work on it or if you don't talk about it, you get sick. Right? Be hungry enough. Right? 1 second. Be hungry enough. Are you hungry enough? Do you desire that enough? Do you desire that success to be able to do everything that you have to do to succeed? Right? And then we go on to the dedication. One second as Then we go on to the dedication part. How dedicated are you? Hmm? How dedicated are you? How unwavering are you willing to be? I said the unwavering focus to follow your dreams, the unwavering focus to follow that thing that you've started, the unwavering focus to follow that dream of yours, the unwavering focus. How determined are you? Or you just saying that, oh, I've decided it didn't work. So at this point, I'm just gonna do it anyhow. At this point, I'm just gonna run it anyhow. At this point, what will be, will be. Is that your mentality? Is that your mentality? Is that your mentality? Right? The unwavering focus you have about something. The determination. The determination. The ability to stay focused. The ability to understand what you have going on. The ability to steadfast in all angles. Right? When things are going south. I said, are you doing things anyhow? Or your attitude towards that goal is negative? The positive emotional feelings that involve persistence towards that goal, that involve perseverance towards that goal, that involves come what may, I'm going to hold on to it towards that goal. Right? Right? Oh, I have been through this. I started this whole thing, but the zeal is no more there. The push is no more there. You don't have the desire and you don't have the determination. But these two things are key to your success. These two things are key to where we need to get to in life. If we want to succeed, if we want to get up there, these two things are important. These two things are important if we want to succeed. Right? How well are you willing to put in the work? How well are you willing to push through it, even when it doesn't seem so. Even when things are going south, even when it doesn't seem like any better thing is going to come out, how well are you determined? Right? How well are you determined? Do you have positive attitude towards that thing that you're working on? Do you have positive attitude towards that goal that you want to achieve? Do you have positive attitude towards your dream? The unwavering focus, the unwavering shift is what we're talking about here. I want to succeed, but I don't want to put in the work. Never yields any results. I want to succeed, but I have tried, and at this point, I want to give up. Doesn't yield any result. So we're speaking about the desire, the determination, and now we're going on to the discipline. One second. Right? How willing are you? How willing are you? How hungry are you? I am hungry for this job. I am hungry for this success. I am determined to push through it. Am I disciplined enough? Is the next one. Right? Am I disciplined enough? Am I disciplined enough? Right? Actually, before the discipline, we have to talk about the determination. Though obstacles are hitting me left, right, center, though things are not going the way I planned to or I planned it to be, but do I have the idea? Do I have the ability to resolve to stay the course, to resolve to stay focused, to resolve to stay on that task? Most of us give up easily in terms of adversity, in terms of struggles, in terms of trials. We give up. We give up so easily. Right? We give up so easily. Am I willing to stay on course? Am I willing to do everything and anything that I need to do in order to succeed? I have the desire. I am hungry for it. I have the unwavering focus to stay or to follow my dreams. Challenges are coming, struggles are coming. I have the resolve to stay focused, to stay on course. Right? Determination. So, am I dedicated enough? Is what we're talking about here. To stay on course. I salute you too, my brother. Come testimony. Do I have the desire to stay on course, even with the adversities, even with the struggles, even with the pain, even with the obstacles coming my way, left, right, center? right? How long are you willing to stay on that course? Is what we're talking about here, the dedication. So as I said earlier on, I have the desire, I am hungry for it. I am passionate to get to that point of success. I am determined to go through everything that I have to go through, come what may. But then when problems start piling up, do I run away from it? When problems start showing their face, do I run away or I stay the course? Do I run away or I stay the course? So the dedication, how long am I willing to put in that work for my dream and the process time? Or we are microwave beings lately. We want everything on a fast pace. The 4 Ds of success: desire, determination, dedication, discipline. We've spoken about the desire. What is the driving force? We've spoken about the determination. How well are you willing to stay on course? And now we're talking about the dedication. How long are you willing to give this in time? Listen, in growing, it takes time for what you want to achieve to mature. It takes time for what you want to do to come to fruition. It takes time for what you want to do to grow. That is growth, right? So I said, how long are you willing to give that dream and process time a chance? And I said, is that thing important to you that you are willing to drop other things to give this all, or to give this your all? Are you willing to drop every other things that does not contribute to your success, that does not contribute to you maintaining that success, that does not contribute to you doing well in order to achieve this thing? Dedication. Where does your dedication lies? Right? Let dedication help you in finding a reason to keep doing what you have to do. Right? Oh, this person is very dedicated to their work. This person is very dedicated to their family. This person is very dedicated to their business. That means that they take time. That means that they give it their all. That means that they give it their best. Are you giving it your best? Are you giving it your best? So the question is this: are you hungry enough to give it your best? Are you determined enough to stay on course? Are you dedicated enough to give it time to mature? Right? Let's ponder over it a little bit. I want to start a business. I want to grow my business. How hungry am I? Right? First things on your mind when you wake up, is that your business? How do I achieve that goal? How do I step out of the formal things I find myself in generating or in going where I need to get to? What direction will lead me to achieving my goal. Desire, right? Determination. Do I wake up with a purpose and intent? Do I remind myself that I have a dream to achieve? And do I stay loyal to that goal or to that dream? Do you all get where we're going to? Because maybe somebody's asking, oh, all you're doing is talking about these. But what are the questions? How do we get there? These are some of the questions. So, desire. How do I achieve this goal? What is the driving force behind this anyway? What direction do I have to go? Answer these questions, and you will have the desire to push through, right? Determination. How do I go from here? What effort do I need to put in? How willing am I? Let me use this tautology. How willing am I willing to? Right? Or how good? How well am I willing to put in the work? There's something that Kwame says. It is your determination that will get you to put the effort, even when you don't feel like it, even when it doesn't seem like you have the energy to do what you got to do. Determination. Wake up with determination. Get out of bed ready to do. Dedication. Wake up with a purpose. Wake up with intent. Remind yourself that you have a dream and you need to work on it. You have a dream and you need to achieve it. You have a dream and you need to put in every work to achieve it. Right? So I have desired, I have determined, and I am dedicated. My brother Kwame testimony says, I agree with you, the 4Ds, but don't you think adversity can't make the 4Ds you gave now work? My brother, I'm going to tell you this. In every angle that you cut, every situation, you will find adversity right there. Right? But in adversity is where we find opportunities. We spoke about something here the last time. I said, don't think that the problem that you face and the problem that you haven't is to kill whatever dream you have. Right? Take it as though that adversity that comes your way is to let you look at that same situation you're going through in a different angle. Because in every adversity, there is solution. It depends on how you look at it. Do you get it? So, as much as there is truth to what you said, there is some form of truth to what you're saying, there is also the upper possibility of you being able to use that same adversity to your advantage. Obstacles will come. Challenges will come. Sometimes they will hit you left, right, center. It is up to you to look at the possible solutions in that adversity. So I am hungry to succeed, but I don't know where to start. I am hungry to succeed, but I failed in everything that I started. Failing is the adversity here. Now, let me sit back and look at what I did to fail. And you realize that in looking at that, you'll find solutions. Oh, this is what I did. That is why I failed. This is how I did it. So this time, let me do it this way and see. I brother, do you get it? So yes, adversity can sometimes make it seem like, oh, the 4 Ds of success cannot work. But in every adversity, there is solution. In every adversity, there is a way that you can redirect things in order to get to where you need to get to. Did I explain or did I give you an answer to your question? Viewers, if you have any questions, please put in the comment section and we will answer accordingly. Please do share to bring somebody on as well, right? So I am hungry, I am dedicated, I am determined. Now, discipline. That is the one thing most of us struggle with, right? Discipline. I have all these 3 things, but how do I stay disciplined? And I said, this is the most important trait that everyone should have. Right? In our language, in our local language, they will say, right? Discipline, if that's the right? I said the rules and regulations that we set for ourselves. I need to get this thing done. What are the rules I need to put in place in order to get to where I need to get to? I need to get to this destination. What rules and regulations do I need to follow? Be disciplined to stay on course. Be disciplined to give it your best. Be disciplined to give it your all. Be disciplined to stay on course. I said, being able to withstand the temptation and being honest, hardworking, motivated, and encouraging while still doing what needs to be done. Being honest, hardworking, motivated, encouraged. Not everything would you get somebody encouraging you. Not everything would you get somebody motivating you. Not every dream would you get somebody pushing you. Sometimes you got to be disciplined by yourself. Sometimes you got to motivate your own self. Sometimes you got to stay focused by your own self. Magnets attract magnets, right? So if you are dedicated, that is what you're going to attract. If you are motivated, that is what you're going to attract. If you're hardworking, that is what you're going to attract. So being able to withstand all temptations. I have an exams coming up. But oh, that concept right there, that concept that I need, if I don't go, oh Lord, choose your priorities, right? Exams or the concept. So I am disciplined enough to choose not to go to that concert because I need to pass these exams. I am disciplined enough not to spend all that profit that I got from that sale because I need to re-put it back into that business in order to make that business keep flourishing. Right? I got that contract. I need to make sure that I work tirelessly to make sure that that contract still stays current for me and my business. Or is it that, oh, I already got the contract, so what will be now we can chill, now we can relax. It's okay to take time to celebrate. But you have to be disciplined enough to stay on course. That same energy that you put into it, that you were awarded that contract, that you got admission into that school, that you started that business in the first place, it needs to be consistent. But Kwame testimony will say success is tantalizing and the word evokes a lot of positive images. As long as your success does not depend on tearing other people down, you have a happy You can be happy when you are moving towards your definition of success. Bam, right there. Right? I want to be successful. I want to be successful. I want to be successful. What he's saying is don't trample on anybody. Do you all remember that session we had? We rise as we lift others up. Right? So I am disciplined enough to stay on course. I am motivated enough to stay hardworking. I need to do my very best. I said most of us don't have discipline are not disciplined enough to push through life trials and temptations when it comes to success. Most of us are not. And I'm going to use myself as an example. I started a business, right? And when things didn't go well as I expected initially, I dropped the ball, right? When things didn't work, when things, I thought that going into that business would make me, will be successful from the very beginning, right? And so I went all in full force. And then when it didn't work, I was like, oh. Sometimes we go through that stages. But it is up to us. Oh, he said my voice is very faint. Let me know if it's good now. Let me know if it's okay now. Sometimes we go through such cycles, but it is up to us to determine which way we want to go. But guess what? After going in circles, I came back to that business, right? So being motivated enough, being disciplined enough, being on course to stay on course is what we're talking about here. Yes, they are. You cannot tell me you have the 4Ds and not have discipline when if you want to succeed. Disciplines also come in hand with, as I said earlier on, setting your priorities right. What is important to you? That's why with a desire, I said we should ask ourselves that questions. What is my goal? How do I want to achieve it? Where do I want to go from here? How do I get there? Right? And something that caught my attention online says discipline. Simple put, choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Abraham Lincoln. What do I want now? What do I really want long term? Right? What do I want now? And what do I want to have long term? Long term. Discipline. That is how he put it. Choosing between what you want now and what you want the most. That means that being able to differentiate what you can do away with, being able to differentiate what doesn't really matter, what doesn't really add up to my success, what doesn't really add up to my greatness. That's why I use exams and concept, for example, right? Which of these is important to you? Being able for that business to keep growing, or squandering that money because you think that you've gotten profit. Discipline. Being able to go to those meetings even when you don't feel like it because you think that you're not getting any better thing out of it. Being able to go to that training because you will need it some way, somehow. It will come to its benefit. Right? So, what questions do I need to ask in order to reflect on these things? What questions do I need to ask myself in order to stay focused on these 4Ds? We've said some, we've said few, we've mentioned few. But one other thing that you have to ask yourself, how does success look like to me? Right? What is success to me? What do I value? What are my values? What is that one thing that brings happiness to me? What is that one thing that brings joy to my heart, to my soul? What are my fears? What do I have that I'm so afraid of? What do I have that I'm so scared of? What is that one thing that I'm scared of to do? What is that one thing? What am I afraid to do? Do I have a plan? Can I stick to it? Or I have a plan. I'm going to start it. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to throw it in the towel. Are these things important to you? My brother, in what task are you referring to? Right? What task are you referring to? Right? Whatever tax is it, you have to stay on because whatever tax is it, you have to be motivated. I said earlier on, I said, sometimes you might not get people to motivate you. Sometimes you might not get people to push you. Sometimes you might not get people to say, oh, keep going. You are doing well. Sometimes you won't get that. Because do you know what? Human beings like to see how that person does first in order to throw their support behind that person. Right? Let's take this Guinness World Record, for example. Let's look at the lady that did the singathon, Ifwa, right? People didn't really go until they realized that, oh, she could do it, or she's done a couple of days ahead. Let's look at this Seidu guy that recently just completed the walkathon, right? From, I believe it says from is it Kumasi to Accra or something. Let's look at that, right? People won't throw their support behind you unless they realize that, oh, this person can really or is really doing what they said they're gonna do, or this person is really good at this thing they're doing. So let me support them because I see greatness, I see hard work, I see success coming their way. Do you get it? So it was that in order to self-motivate yourself, look at your why. In order to self-motivate yourself or to stay disciplined, look at the things that we spoke about, the questions that we asked, right? Of why do you want that? How can you achieve that? How do you go about it, right? What steps do you need to take on that? You need to look at those steps. What gives you joy? Is it something that gives you happiness when you do? Then that should be a self-discipline enough for you. What do I get when I do these day-to-day activities well? How do I feel? If I do these and do them well, how do I feel? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. If the energy I'm getting from my own self is high, then something needs to ginger me to move on. If what I have done so far, looking at where I started from to where I've gotten to, if that result is impressive enough, then that should motivate me to stay on course. That should motivate me to stay disciplined. Obstacles will come. Temptations will come. But you have to determine which one is priority to you. Which one will yield result for me? Which one will go a long way to help me in my success? Because success is not just getting it and then that's it. In getting success, you need to also maintain it. You need to keep maintaining those success. You can't say that, oh, I was successful 2 years ago, and what happened? Because what? You forgot about the 4 Ds of success. You thought you were done, so you forgot about the 4 Ds of success. Oh, I set up that business. Yes, and what happened? Where is the business today? How is the business doing today? Do you get what I'm saying? So we need to follow these 4 Ds and maintain those success. Right? So we are hungry enough, we are determined enough, we are dedicated enough, and we are disciplined enough to stay on course. How? But as we go through this, the one question that we all have to ask ourselves is, what does success look like to you? Right? What does success look like to you? That success means doing it half and half. That success means doing it anyhow. That success means putting in every effort, every ability, every resources to make sure that thing stands. That effort means, or that success means, being able to achieve what I have achieved and be able to maintain it. That is the questions we have to ask ourselves. Right? Why is it even important? These things, these 4 Ds, once we are able to follow them and get to where we need to get to, it gives us profound fulfillment. Because guess what? We've been able to achieve what we thought we couldn't. We've been able to achieve or do what we thought we couldn't do. Our lives get enhanced as well. Because maybe where we started from and where we've gotten to now, there is a vast difference. And we never thought that this gap can be filled up with what we've worked on. Right? Maybe we never thought that. We never dreamt of it. We never thought we could get there. So it brings us fulfillment. It enhances our lives, right? And it leads to a life where time is managed wisely. Because you are always doing something that will bring improvement to your life. You are always doing something that will help you maintain that success that we've built. We are always doing something that will help us keep us on track. Success is how you see it. Success is how you make it. Success is how you maintain it. But however you see it, however you maintain it, however you look at it, however you want to slice the pie, Never take these four ingredients out of it: the desire, the determination, the dedication, and then the discipline. As I said last 2 weeks, we're working on a series of growth and personal development, right? Sessions. And so we've spoken about the 5 A's of growth and personal development. Now we're on 5 D's of success, because you can never grow without being successful. Do we get that? We can never grow without being successful. Not being successful, not only success in material things, not only success in what we've gained, but success in our own self, success in growth. You know, because sometimes you look at yourself, where you came from, where you were 10 years from now, and where you've gotten to now. Maybe there were certain things you didn't know how to do it, but you've developed yourself. You've been successful enough to grow, to develop, and to enhance on certain abilities, certain goals, and certain dreams that you had. And you've gotten to a place that you can look back and say, ah, indeed, I am glad I took this time to do these things that I did. Never leave out the 4 D's of success, and never leave out the 5 A's of personal growth or growth and development. We need to be hungry enough. We need to be determined enough. You need to be able to go to bed thinking about whatever the problem is, whatever you want to achieve, whatever goal it is. You need to be waking up and the first thing you think about is that goal, that aspiration, that dreams. How do I make it work? How do I achieve it? The 4 D's of success and the 5 A's of growth and personal development. How do I get here? How do I get there? How do I fix this? How do I reshuffle this in order to get the best result? Build on yourself. Build on yourself. Build on yourself. As I always say, we work on ourselves here. We grow each and every day. So we want to be successful in that business of ours. We want to be successful in that job of ours. We want to be successful in that occupation that we've set for ourselves. Never take out the 4 D's of success, and never take out the 5 A's of personal growth and development. Because these are your ingredient. These are your ammo. These are your bullets. These are your ammo, your resources. These are your go-to ideas. Mommy, I have the desire, but I don't know how to push myself. Ask yourself, what exactly do I want to achieve? Or what exactly do I want to attain at the end of the day? Mommy, I have the desire, but I am not determined, because I feel like what will be, will be. Sometimes what will be, will be. But most times it's how we think. Most times it's how we see it. Most times it's how we want to see it, or how we want to work towards that. Positive mentality. Discipline and hard work goes hand in hand. Discipline and determination goes hand in hand. Discipline and dedication goes hand in hand. Discipline and motivation goes hand in hand. Discipline and your desire goes hand in hand. Yes. What are the things that drive you most? What is the first thing that comes to mind when you wake up? How do I get from here to there? What is my purpose and my intent? Dedication. When I wake up, what do I want to achieve at the end of the day? Right? Do I stay loyal to the cause? It's not only human beings that we gotta be loyal to. Our dreams and aspirations also do need loyalty from us, right? What is that one thing? Or when you don't feel like doing anything, what is that one thing that pushes you? Is it about the fact that you feel good about yourself? Is it about the fact that you will do well because you would have enough? Is it about the fact that you would look at yourself and say, indeed, I did well? Right? Discipline. What do I need most? And what do I want? Or what do I want? See, there is a need and want. With want, you can do without it. But with your needs, you cannot. So these two things, which one do I need most? Or which one do I want most? Let's put it that way. Discipline. Simple put. With my wants, I can do without it. I want this. I want chocolate. I want ice cream. You can do without it. I need food. I need water. I need to be successful at the end of the day. I need to have that business running. I need to have that contract going for me. I need to do that. You can't do without it. I need to have some savings going because I can't do without it. So let's go about this week thinking about the 4 Ds of success: desire, determination, dedication, and discipline. Let's go out today thinking about that project that we have going on. How well are we applying these 4 Ds to it? How well are we applying these to it? How well are we focusing on each one? How well are we incorporating each of these in our success story? And let's keep on sharing it. Let's keep on sharing how we've been able to utilize determination, how we've been able to utilize our desire, how we've been able to utilize our dedication, how we've been able to utilize our discipline towards our success. Let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for joining me. If you don't know what this is a Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. We come your way every Saturday, aside the other things that we do of supporting the needy, supporting the less privileged, supporting those that are going through struggles, trials, and problems day to day, right? That is what is our main focus. This that we do every Saturday here is a bonus to us because I believe in a platform that doesn't look down on anybody, in a platform that gives knowledge, in a platform that gives aspiration, in a platform that gives support to one another without looking down on anybody. As I said earlier on, sorry we couldn't make it last week. Last week we had an event that we did, spending time with the homeless in the community here in the US, in my community. And boy, it was blissful. It was success. It was a fruitful event, right? I had families and project lead, my sister and family coming from Jersey to support. And we served over 70 people with meals, right, and clothing. So we believe that God is taking ADOEI somewhere. We believe that there is a purpose to which ADOEI was formed. There is a purpose to which ADOEI was birthed. There is a purpose to which ADOEI was given to me, right? And so I say thank you to my team. You guys worked tirelessly for this project, both those here and those in Ghana, even those that were in Ghana that weren't physically here. The support that you guys gave, thanks so much. And for those that were here that came to support, thank you all so much. I couldn't do this without you. To my husband, I couldn't do this without you, right? You were the driving force of this whole thing. So thank you so much. But yeah, we will put the pictures and videos we'll upload it on Facebook up here for sometime this week for you all to see what we did. But as I said, over 70 individuals were blessed with meals and clothing. And when you look at and when you see the happiness on their faces, the joy, that is the reward for me. That is the reward. That is the icing on the cake for me. It was blissful to watch. And I thank God for giving us the resources and the opportunity to be able to be a blessing to somebody, to be able to be a blessing. I know some of you are saying we should have aired it, we should have come live for you all to see it. I apologize for that because it was boots on ground going, so we forgot about that. We didn't think that we should do that, but we would put that in perspective next project that will come, and you all will be part of it because we know that you all are our family, and we can do that without you. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amanda Kofi. I am the founder and host of A Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. Together with my team, we say thank you to you, our audience, for always supporting us. If you haven't checked out our website yet, please do. www.adoei.org. My brother commented to me, please do me a favor and put it on here. If you haven't also followed all our other channels, please do. YouTube, A Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. LinkedIn, A Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. Twitter, A Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. All other platforms, A Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. So please do follow us. And also, please keep the votes coming for the Supermom thing. This will go a long way to support our organization. So please do well to support us. Say hi. Speaker. Yes, I'll get you a speaker. So until I see you again, bye for now. Thank you all so much for joining me. Check our website out. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out to me and we will support you as much as we can. Bye.